Hello everyone, petar.jacimovic here from vikinganalysis.com. I want to post the update on the EURUSD and my new positions here and reasons why I took positions. And I want to also, we will go on USD CAD and see what happened yesterday and why that happened. First of all, as I teach my students on my mentorship program, there is always reason why everything happening. So every move is actually fundamental move, and technical analysis in professional world, um, we use the technical analysis to find a timing when to enter position, and of course to see where is our stop loss and take profit, or like objective target. So basically what drives the market and why the market is going upward or downward is all coming from the fundamental aspects, and from different perspectives. First of all, in FX, um, and it's very important to see the interest rates decisions, which is the most important fundamental um, news. It's about the GB. It's about the interest rate decisions. It's about speeches from the key persons from the central banks, and about the monetary policy and so on and so on. So you need to see the reasoning, what's going on, what is expected, and what happened actually, and also you need to know to use the stock markets together. Like if you trade the USD, you need to watch FTSE FTSE 100. You need to watch DAX. If we speak about the dollar, you need to watch the Dow Jones and S&P 500 and so on and so on. Then you can create a good picture, because most of the time stocks like lead the exchange rates later on. And with watching all this and together with fundamental aspect, and then you do the technical analysis and trigger setups, that's what the most professionals um, do, and what the most professionals, again, traders doing every day. So basically what's happening here, we saw the Draghi speech. At this stage it was I think 3rd December, and he actually said that he will not expand the QE program, just extend, which actually most of the banks didn't expect. And the reasons why, once they heard this, they pretty much exited their positions from much earlier stage. So for example, from this stage they exited short-term position, and that way totally let, let's say, the euro to breath, to take a breath, because again, because of massive selling positions from the top and massive selling positions from the banks, they pretty much exit because they didn't expect that they expected a expanding QE program together with extending, and not actually happened. They just extend the duration for 6 months. So that's happened with, and price totally got a power with buyers, and then the sellers who exited positions, and that's why we saw the explosion, in 450 pips very fast. What we went there, we went to the correction, we went to some trading range here. We went to correction to test the 38.2 major from this swing low, and also to test the demand zone from this stage here. What is also important, it's Fibonacci expansion. There is a 161.8 from this ABC first at this stage, and then this is a 100% from this A, B, and C. What we may expect, and what I expect on the euro, is to continue higher, and my target is around 1.0950. I took positions at this stage here around 1.0825, and I'm going for 125 pips, and risk is about 50 pips. That's my first position, like let's say the short-term oriented. Then I have the same area. I exit for the larger profit at the same stop loss, again below this demand zone from this stage here, because if the price breaks this demand zone and go lower, it will confirm potential retest of 50% or later on 61.8. According to FTSE 100 and DAX, I'm expecting lower price there on the Europe stocks, which means that actually they can push the euro higher since they hedge their stock. On the other side, S&P 500 is on the critical resistance cluster, and I expect lower S&P 500, which actually means that dollar will be weaker. So we will see what will happen. So far we got some weakness here from the London session, and sellers sold. This is already 24 pips drop. We'll see what will happen. I still expect higher price and that euro start to recover. We start very good push here, and I'm expecting very good very good rising market. Again, my first target is 1.0950, but actually from my second transaction, the same price, for example, is around 1.1070, which is Fibonacci expansion from this A, B, and C. This is a 61.8 expansion. So I'm aiming for, first of all, this swing high, and then later on for this 61.8. And not just that, on the daily we also got critical cluster here, as you can see, the swing lows majors here also around my target. So we'll see what will happen, again in combination with watching the stock markets, watching what happened fundamentally about the Draghi speech and about US economy and so on. I created a decision here to build buying positions because this is a good area. It's a Fibonacci retracement. There is a demand zone. Price action was weak at that stage, and we really may expect higher price. So that's about the USD. Be careful when selling. Selling is very limited in my opinion, and we may expect higher price on the euro and strength on the euro. So again, everything is according to supply demand. Supply demand on the FX and an exchange rate is it's absolutely driven by fundamentals, and you must know that fundamentals are the most important thing, and it's something which drives the market, not just on the forex, it's also on the stock market. So you must have the good fundamental conditions, that you bring some big banks and big players on the market FX, and then they will invest some big money and on that way move. Again, this big upward movement of 450 pips, it's basically because of the Draghi speech, and not expanding the QE program, just extending, which many banks didn't expect. So they exited their massive selling positions earlier. On that way they led the euro higher, and now they will also probably rejoin buyers. They also bought in some stage as well when they exit selling positions, and they can create a new trend behavior slowly and steady. This can be a first push. So again, I'm expecting higher price. What we got there, we got the buying climax. So it was also massive buying climax, and some short-term oriented, some intraday traders find the possibility to sell here, and they took some pips here after the buying climax and successful retest of the climatic zone. So that's about the USD. About the USD CAD, pretty much we went higher, and price is heading higher because again yesterday oil dropped very strongly, and Canadian dollar became very weak, and price went 140 pips. So USD CAD went 140 pips. That's pretty much what I expected earlier. If you remember, after the news, I marked that we may expect the bullish USD Canadian dollar. So we also got this base. It's a 20 days base. So be careful with any selling here because it's very risky. So again, it's driven by fundamental. Oil directly pushed the USD CAD higher, about 140 pips. So I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Again, everything you can learn. You can start my mentorship program and see how professionals observing the market and um, how they benefit. So I will teach you absolutely professional way to look and to observe any instrument. You must know the to follow the stocks, to follow the indexes, futures market together with FX, and also to know the fundamentals about the interest rates of the banks and so on, and then use the technical analysis to find a good trigger, place the stop loss, and find a good potential target, and good risk reward ratio setups. That's it for this analysis. I hope you enjoyed. I wish you good trading and have a nice day.